Hey everybody, it's Susie. I'm back again, and today I wanted to talk to you about how I save money on my less than $800 a month fixed income Social Security. So what brought me to this idea to make this video was today I cut my hair, and when I was doing it I was thinking, I wonder if other people do it, cut their own hair. And if people realize how much money you could save by doing your own hair. I put these streaks in my hair with the little kit that was like $11. I cut my own hair. It's really not that hard. You just pull it down, and I cut like 3 inches off. And then you just keep pulling it forward and cutting. And it's surprisingly easy and comes out pretty good every time. So I also had recently gotten this because this is close to what my natural hair was, but with age my hair is turning really dark, except where it's gray right here. So I thought, why not just go with the dark and do this? And then my daughter said, it's going to be hideous, don't do it. So she kind of talked me out of it. I still have it sitting here. I haven't decided. So if y'all see me the next time and I'm really dark, because my hair's already dark, but it's just like dark and dull. And I was thinking with this, it would give it a little bit of shine. And I've never been one to dye my hair. I always said I never would, but now I do. So anyway, that's one of the first ways that I save money. I dye my own hair. I do my own toenails. I soak my feet in little, I have the foot bath, and I put the Epsom salt and all that and soak, and then I paint my nails while I'm watching TV. So no beauty shop, no nail shop. That it's just not in my budget. So the next way that I save money is I use a grocery delivery service. Now there are a bunch of grocery stores that do it. Out here where I live, we only have 2 choices. We have Walmart, or we have Brookshire Brothers, which is a small store. And I live about 15 miles from town. So I use Walmart Plus to get my groceries delivered. And it's $12 something a month. But 15 miles there, 15 miles back, you're going to pay for the gas. Then I'm going to be there for a good while because I read labels and I compare prices, which I can do on my own with Walmart Plus. Put them in my cart, pay for it, and then they just bring it to me. So you also, with Walmart Plus, I don't know about the other delivery services, but Walmart Plus also gives you a 10 cents a gallon discount on gas. Not just at Walmart, but at some other, I think it's Murphy gas stations. To be honest, I haven't used it because there's one gas station right here by where I live, and that's just where I get gas. But you also get a discount at Burger King. You get a free Whopper like once a month or something. I haven't used that either. But they have a pet service. It's called Paws or something like that. Most of this stuff I haven't used, but it's something you can sign up for it when you have the Walmart Plus. Now, you also can get your prescriptions delivered with your groceries, as long as it's not controlled substance. There's a couple things that might not be able to be delivered, but you could just look up Walmart Plus benefits and look at all the benefits. Like, you get to pick a free streaming service, either Paramount Plus or Peacock. And you can change that every 90 days, so you can watch one for 3 months. When you've seen everything you want to see, switch to the other one. It just comes with the Walmart Plus. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, the other day I went in to get an oil change, and I had a slow leak in one of my tires. So I was getting that repaired while I was there, and it was going to be $15 for that. But while I was waiting, I heard them telling another lady that if you have Walmart Plus and you buy your tires there, which I do, then tire repairs are free. So I said, hey, I have Walmart Plus, so they took it off of my bill, which I didn't even realize. But you have other things, like if they're having a sale, they give you a notice. You get like first notice, so you can jump on the app and hurry up and buy whatever it is. There's just several things that you get with the Walmart Plus. But for me, the delivery alone is worth the $12 because of the gas and the time saved. So when I'm sitting here watching TV, or just, you go to get butter and realize, oh, it's my last stick of butter. Open the app and I put butter in my cart. You just put everything in there, because if it's something that ships in the mail, it doesn't matter the price. It could be $2 and shipping is free. But if you're ordering something that's physically in the store, you have to get $35 worth at a time for delivery. So I just put things in my cart as I need them. And then when I get $35 worth, or when I'm really needing something, then I schedule for delivery. You pay on the app, they'll bring it right to your door. So that's the second thing. Now, the third thing is I share my internet. I have Starlink, and I live in an RV park where our campers are somewhat close together. But I believe this would also work in an apartment or some housing areas where the houses, have just a little path between them. Some of the high-end neighborhoods are like that, where there's barely a fence between the two. As long as you could get the signal between both residences, you can split the bill. So we actually have 3 people on my Starlink. So we get the maximum package, which is great for uploading YouTube videos, streaming, what have you. And then I turn off my data on my phone whenever I'm at home, because the Starlink is unlimited. And with 3 of us paying, it's cheap. So that's a third thing. The fourth thing, speaking of phones, I always do prepay. I've been doing it for about 10 or 15 years, because back in the old days, when you were on a contract, your bill was outrageous, and then you had all these added fees, FTC line and local tax and just all kinds of stuff, and your bill was outrageous. But if you did prepay, and it was, say, $30 a month for your phone, it was $30 a month for your phone. You didn't have all that added stuff. Well, they've changed it up a little bit, but it's still only a couple of dollars. But another good thing about a prepay account is you can change it anytime. So I was on AT&T. I've been with them for about 15 years. I like them. But when I called in to check to see if they had a better deal on the phone, I was paying $50.99 for unlimited everything. I said, I don't need unlimited everything because I have Starlink now. And they looked and looked and looked and said that's the best deal they had. I said, you don't have anything for old people? Like, I'm fixing to be 64. Does that help? No, this is the best deal we have. So I got online and researched, and I found this. It's called Red Pocket. I had never heard of it, but like a lot of these off-brand services, they use the same towers as like AT&T, Verizon. So I switched over to Red Pocket, it's $20 a month. And with taxes, I think it's like $2 more for the whatever their tax or something. And I get 20 gigabytes of data, which is way more than I need because when I'm at home, my data will be off. I'll only use it if I'm traveling somewhere and I need my GPS or something. And 20 gigabytes is still a lot of data. So that's another way you can save money. Now, when I was reading up about Red Pocket the other day, I was going to check my bill and everything, and they say after I've had it for 30 days, then I can give a link. So I'll do it if I remember in 30 days to put a link on this video where if anybody clicks on that link and signs up through it, you'll get $25. Well, it says up to $25. It depends on what plan you would get. And I would get the same. So that's also an option. If you sign up with them, then you could have a link and give it to people for you to get discounts on your bill. So that's number 3. What else? Oh, that was number 4. The internet, cutting your own hair, Walmart Plus. And then the last one, if you are a senior over 60, at least in my area, it's if you're over 60, you can get a free senior box of food once a month. You look it up and see where it's at. For me, it's not that far. You go, you get in line in your vehicle. They just bring it to your vehicle. You show your driver's license so they see you're old enough, and that's all they require. Now, I also, since my income is so low, I also go to the food bank once a month. But you are allowed to go to the food bank and get the senior box. The senior box does not take away from you being able to get a box from the food bank. So those 2 things really help me since my income is so low. And if yours is, you ought to check into it. So those are all the tips I have for you, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.